Think a nursing home is your only option when you can't care for yourself? Think again. Many of us believe that moving into a nursing home is inevitable as we age. But what if I told you there are other paths to consider? Today we're diving into the hidden realities of nursing homes and exploring the benefits of aging in place with a bit of planning. So, grab a cup of tea and let's chat about how you can maintain your independence, save money, and improve your quality of life as you age. Now you might be wondering, isn't a nursing home the safest choice? Well, not necessarily. Studies show that many older adults thrive better in familiar environments. In fact, research from credible sources indicates that staying at home can lead to improved mental health and overall well-being. Plus, with the right support, you can enjoy the comfort of your own home without compromising on care. In this video, we'll cover some key insights. First, we'll explore the concept of aging in place and how it can be more affordable than you think. Second, we'll discuss the importance of community support and how it plays a crucial role in your well-being. And third, we'll reveal some surprising alternatives to nursing homes that you might not have considered. Trust me, the third point will surprise you. By the end of this video, you'll have a clearer understanding of your options and learn how to avoid common mistakes that could lead to unnecessary expenses or stress. So, if you find this topic important, please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's embark on this journey together. Let's talk about the reality of nursing homes. You know, on the surface, they might seem like a good option when you or a loved one can't take care of yourself anymore. But the thing is, many nursing homes prioritize their budgets over the well-being of the residents. It's a bit unsettling, right? This often leads to understaffing and, unfortunately, neglect. Imagine this. You're living in a place where your meals and medications are on a strict schedule. It's like being in a school cafeteria, but every day, and you don't get to choose when you eat or what you eat. And then there's the loneliness. It's more common than you might think. Despite the cheerful marketing materials that show happy residents playing bingo or gardening, the reality can be quite different. Many people find themselves feeling isolated, even when surrounded by others. And let's not forget about the loss of autonomy. You know, that feeling of being in control of your own life? It's something we all cherish. But in a nursing home, that can slip away. You're told when to wake up, when to eat, when to take your meds. It's like your personal freedom just vanishes. And this can lead to depression and even cognitive decline. It's a tough pill to swallow, isn't it? So, what can we do about it? Well, first off, if you're considering a nursing home, do your homework. Research thoroughly before making a decision. Look beyond the glossy brochures and ask the tough questions. Visit the facility, talk to the staff, and maybe even chat with some of the residents. Get a real feel for the place. But here's another thought. Consider alternatives like in-home care. It might be a better fit for you or your loved one. You get to stay in the comfort of your own home, maintain your routine, and have a caregiver come to you. It's worth exploring, don't you think? The underlying issue is that nursing homes operate as businesses. They're focused on efficiency, not necessarily on individual care. It's a bit of a wake-up call, really. So, have you or a loved one experienced life in a nursing home? I'd love to hear your story. Share it in the comments. Let's start a conversation about this. Let's talk about something that often gets overlooked: the emotional toll of leaving your home. You know, moving to a nursing home can feel like you're losing control over your life and identity. It's not just about changing your address, it's about leaving behind a place filled with cherished memories and routines. Think about it. Your home is where you celebrated birthdays, maybe watched your kids take their first steps, or even just enjoyed a quiet cup of coffee every morning. It's more than just walls and a roof. It's a part of who you are. Now, I know some folks might say, well, it's just a house. But the thing is, it's not that simple. Studies have shown that seniors often face higher rates of depression after moving to a nursing home. and it's not hard to see why. You lose personal space, and sometimes you have to part with belongings that have been with you for years. It's like losing little pieces of yourself. And then there's the risk of emotional distress and mental decline. You might start feeling like just another resident, rather than the unique individual you are. It's a tough transition, and it can be really challenging to maintain your sense of self in a new environment. But here's the good news. There are ways to navigate this. One option is to explore modifying your home so you can age in place. Maybe it's adding a ramp or installing grab bars in the bathroom. These changes can make a big difference and help you stay in the place you love. And don't underestimate the power of emotional support. Reach out to family and friends. Talk to them about how you're feeling. Sometimes just sharing your thoughts can lighten the load. I remember a friend of mine, let's call her Mary. She was really struggling with the idea of leaving her home. But instead of rushing into a decision, she talked to her family and found ways to make her home more accessible. It wasn't easy, but it allowed her to stay in the place that meant so much to her. So, what does your home mean to you? Is it just a place to live, or is it something more? I'd love to hear your thoughts, so let us know in the comments. Your home is a part of your story, and it's important to honor that. Let's talk about something that might not be on your radar: the hidden health risks of nursing homes. Now, I know they can seem like a safe option, but there are some things you should really consider. You see, nursing homes can sometimes accelerate physical and cognitive decline. It's not just about getting older, it's about the environment you're in. Think about it. In a nursing home, there's often a lack of activity and mental stimulation, and that can lead to some serious health issues. For instance, there's an increased risk of infections like pneumonia. It's not just the physical side either. The psychological effects of being in a place where you might feel isolated or less engaged can actually weaken your immune system. It's like your body knows when you're not happy, and it reacts accordingly. And then there's the issue of personalized care. In a nursing home, you might not get the one-on-one attention you need. It's not anyone's fault, really. It's just the nature of the setup. But this lack of personalized care can lead to faster aging and health deterioration. You might find yourself exposed to contagious illnesses more often, simply because you're in close quarters with others who might be sick. So what can you do about it? Well, staying active and engaged is key. Even if you do find yourself in a nursing home, maybe join a group activity or start a new hobby. Anything that keeps your mind and body moving. And if you're considering your options, think about home care. It can provide that personalized attention that makes all the difference. You get to stay in your own space, surrounded by familiar things, and that can be incredibly comforting. The thing is, inactivity and isolation can lead to rapid health decline. It's like when you leave a car sitting in the garage for too long. It just doesn't run as well when you finally take it out. Your body and mind are the same way. They need to be used and challenged to stay in good shape. So, have you noticed any health changes in a nursing home? Maybe you've seen it with a friend or family member. Share your observations. It's important to talk about these things to really understand what's going on. Because at the end of the day, we all want to live our best lives, no matter where we are. Let's talk about something that might just change the way you think about aging. It's called aging in place. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Staying in your own home as you get older sounds great. But is it really possible? Well, the thing is, with a few modifications and the right support systems, it absolutely is. Imagine this. Instead of moving to a nursing home, you get to stay in the comfort of your own home, surrounded by familiar things and memories. Sounds pretty good, right? So, how do we make this happen? Well, for starters, you can install grab bars in the bathroom and improve the lighting around the house. These small changes can make a big difference in safety and ease of movement. And then there's technology. Have you heard of medical alert systems? They're like having a safety net right at your fingertips. If you ever need help, It's just a button away. And let's not forget about hiring part-time caregivers. They can assist with daily tasks, giving you the support you need while still maintaining your independence. Now you might be wondering, why go through all this effort? Well, studies have shown that people who age in place often experience higher life satisfaction and better health outcomes. It's like having the best of both worlds, independence and support. But of course, there are challenges. The initial costs of home modifications can be a bit daunting, and finding reliable caregivers isn't always easy. But here's the thing. Planning and budgeting for these changes early can make a world of difference. And when it comes to caregivers, doing thorough research and vetting can help you find the right fit. I remember a friend of mine who decided to age in place. She was a bit nervous at first, but after making a few changes to her home and finding a wonderful caregiver, she couldn't have been happier. She often said it was the best decision she ever made. And here's the kicker. Aging in place can actually be more cost-effective and satisfying than moving to a nursing home. It's about creating a space where you feel comfortable and supported. So, what about you? What changes would you make to age in place? Share your ideas. Let's start a conversation about how we can make this a reality for more people. Aging is like this unexpected journey. We often think it means losing our independence, but it doesn't have to be that way. I remember my neighbor Helen, who always said, "Growing older is just another adventure." She chose to stay in her home, surrounded by her garden and memories. It's about making choices that protect our dignity and quality of life. Who says we have to rush into a nursing home? We have options, and it's empowering to explore them. Maybe it's about finding the right support or adapting our living spaces. So, how do you plan to maintain your independence as you age? It's a question worth pondering. Share your thoughts, because honestly, we're all in this together, figuring it out as we go. Let's keep the conversation going. So, we've covered a lot today, haven't we? We've talked about the realities of nursing homes, the emotional and health impacts of leaving your home, and the benefits of aging in place. It's a lot to think about, I know. But, the thing is, it's all about making choices that feel right for you. I remember my neighbor, Mrs. Thompson, who was in her late 70s. She was always worried about moving to a nursing home. One day she said to me, "I just want to wake up in my own bed, with my own things around me." And you know what? She found a way to make that happen. With a little help from her family and some community resources, she stayed right where she wanted to be. So, maybe you're wondering, can I do that too? Well, the answer is yes, you can. It's about finding the right support and making informed decisions. And hey, if you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with others who might benefit. Remember, your later years should be about thriving, not just surviving. It's about making choices that enhance your quality of life. So take your time, explore your options, and don't rush into anything. After all, this is your life, and you deserve to live it on your terms. And as always, we're here to help you navigate these choices. So keep exploring, keep asking questions, and keep living your best life. Thanks for being here with us today.